let's try and make an eyesore into a feature, like Apple did with the dynamic island. See, I have these two HomePods on the walls in my lounge, and the hanging cables look pretty terrible, so I put them in this plastic trunking to hide the cables away and make them look a bit neater. But I've been thinking for a while now that I could turn these eyesores into a really cool feature, and now that we have a new version of our teeny tiny little LED controllers which have a microphone on, all of the pieces of that puzzle are now ready. My plan was to replace the trunking with some diffuser like I have down here, and then put some WS2812 LED strips inside to hide the cables when we're not playing music. But as soon as I start playing music, an automation in Home Assistant would fire up the LED strips to look like equalisers below each HomePod. However, once I got these new LED controllers working in a proof of concept, I simply slid the LED strip inside the plastic trunking and realised that it actually looks pretty damn cool. So this one is all set up already. So now let's go and do the other one. Okay, so as you can see here, I've just pulled the front of the plastic trunking off, and I've threaded the controller up behind the HomePod so it can detect the audio coming from the individual speaker as well as possible. And then I'm just sticking the LED strip inside the trunking itself, and then at the bottom I will be powering it from a USB socket because there aren't that many LEDs lit up at once. So it can be powered from the opposite end of the strip, and the controller will get its power from the strip itself. Now I just put the front back on the trunking, and with all that said and done, and a surprisingly complex Home Assistant automation because there are two separate speakers and an Apple TV involved in this, we have the final result. This is absolutely one of my favourite LED projects that I've done so far. The audio reactive stuff is working really well on our own code, and we'll hopefully get it working on WLED soon as well. As always, links to everything are on my website, and remember, home is where the smart is.